Absolutely massive news regarding the Nintendo Switch lifetime sales up until this point, as well as some other super interesting information regarding the Nintendo Switch's life cycle and how much longer we can expect that to kind of go on for. Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. If you guys are new around here, be sure to stick around for more Nintendo content. We always have an amazing time. We've been doing a bunch of Pokemon Legends Arceus stuff recently, streamed through the entire series, the main kind of story, if you will, and I've been hammering out guide after guide after guide, which I really hope has been helping you guys out with your journey in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So lots of exciting stuff to look forward to, but we're talking about the Nintendo Switch today, my friends, and it's pretty huge. We got the new report on the Nintendo Switch hardware sales, and it's sold massive, my friends. I'm not even going to waste any time. Let's take a look at it. So Nintendo Switch hardware sales as of now have reached 103.54 million units. That means that it has now surpassed the Wii, which the Wii has sold 101.63 million units. So it has passed the Wii by nearly 2 million. It has also passed the PlayStation 1 by, well, the PlayStation 1 was 102 million, so it's passed it about by a million. So the Nintendo Switch is now the best-selling Nintendo console of all time, and this is of December 31st, 2021. So that obviously does not include all of January. There probably was a lot more sales in January as well. I don't think it's going to be, that significant, but probably, a good chunk. Some other interesting tidbits about this is that it reaches the 100 million milestone faster than the PS4 and faster than the Wii, and the DS reached 100 mil faster than the Switch. So pretty insane stuff, man. Massive news. Obviously, you've seen too that software for the Switch is 766.41 million, which is absolutely incredible. Those are big numbers, my friends. Those are absolutely massive numbers. The Nintendo Switch selling like crazy. But what's really interesting is that with that news, we're also hearing that apparently the Nintendo Switch life cycle is not even close to done. We had been hearing rumors previously that the next Nintendo console, whatever that would be, the next iteration, would be coming out probably either in 2023 or at least by 2024. That'd be two more years. But according to Furukawa, as I pronounce his name, I'm probably butchering it. I'm really bad at names, you guys know that. But anyways, he mentioned something that was very interesting. Let's take a look at what he said right now. So this is coming from Bloomberg, and he said the following: Switch is just in the middle years of its life cycle, and the momentum going into this year is good. He said this on a call after the earnings report. The Switch is ready to break a pattern of our past consoles that saw momentum weakening in their 6th year on the market and grow further. So according to him, the Switch is only halfway through its life cycle. Now, if that's true, that means there is another 5 years to go for its life cycle. That means right now, because obviously the console came out originally in 2017 of March, we're about to hit the 5-year mark in this next March. If this is just the mid-year point, I mean, that's going up until what, 2027, 2026, a little bit later. But here's a thing to keep in mind, right? That doesn't mean that a new console won't come out before that. It doesn't mean that they're going to wait another 5 years till a new console comes out. Because think about right now with PlayStation and Xbox, right? PS4 is still being supported. Xbox One is still being supported. Or if you even go to the last gen, right, when PS4 and Xbox One came out, PS3 and Xbox 360 were still supported for like 2 or 3 years before, developers started kind of, I guess, ceasing to support those new consoles until, entirely they were just like, okay, no more support for these consoles. So when you take that into consideration, it's still very, very possible that we're going to see a brand new Nintendo console sometime, maybe in like 2024, maybe like in 2 years. And then after that, they're still going to continue supporting the current Nintendo Switch for another 2-3 years, which would make sense for this being a half mid, like the Switch being at its mid kind of point in its life cycle, because again, they'll probably still support the Switch a few years after the new console. So again, don't take that kind of terminology to mean that, oh, we're not going to see another new Nintendo console for at least another 5 years. That means absolutely nothing. It just means that if you don't plan to, you know, switch up to the next Nintendo console, you can expect the Switch to at least be supported for at least another 5 years until Nintendo is like, okay, now we're just going to focus on to something else, right? Look at the 3DS. The 3DS was supported for a very, very, very long time until they stopped supporting that, and they were supporting other consoles, you know, amongst you know, like when the Switch came out, for example. So they still supported the 3DS for a period of time. So yeah, I mean, just keep that in mind. You know, who knows what the future holds, but I would still expect a new Nintendo console to drop in about a year or two, probably 2024 at this point. I think, you know, they probably got set back with, you know, everything going on in the world and whatnot, and chip shortages. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be using those specific chips or what, but still, everything's kind of set back. So I would honestly expect it 2024, and then, like I said, Switch could be supported till 2025 or 2027 rather, I guess, or 26. I don't know. Depends how well Switch continues to do. But Switch is doing really well, and I love to see it. As a huge Nintendo fan, I love to see that a lot of people have been buying the Switch. Again, it's Nintendo's best-selling console of all time. That's pretty big. That's pretty massive, and I love it. I love it as a Nintendo fan. So be sure to stick around, my friends, because we're obviously going to continue to make content on the Nintendo Switch here on the channel. And when the new Nintendo, when the new Nintendo console comes out, of course, you know, I'll be covering it here on the channel as well. We're gonna have all these games. You know, it's just a great time. I love it. So if you enjoy that kind of vibe, stick around, subscribe, tell your friends, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about this news in the comment section below. I'll see you guys soon, another one. Till then, friends, game on. Thanks for watching.